Lisa, let's start simply. You leave here and through multiple connections, then you get to Poland. You get off the plane. What's it like? What are you seeing to start off the bat with?
Sure. So we got off the plane in Warsaw, and honestly, it didn't look any different than any other airport or international flight I had, with the exception of over the loudspeakers, you were hearing, if you are coming from Ukraine, if you are a refugee to this area, please proceed to XYZ gate. But other than that, you didn't really see a lot at the airport. When we were making our way to the hotel in Warsaw, we were actually staying on Jerusalem Alley. It was right across from one of the main train stations and bus stations in Warsaw. And outside of that station, you saw a lot of tents set up with a lot of different humanitarian organizations and buses of trains of refugees coming and going. That really, the refugees who were coming in were really blending in a lot with the people that were in kind of that downtown metropolitan area of Warsaw at the time. So if you didn't know what you were looking for, Warsaw didn't look very different except for those tents in that main area right there. A lot of what we saw in terms of the refugee centers and the places that were helping to help refugees were kind of tucked away a little bit.
So you're over in Warsaw, and you see these tents. Is it preparing you for what you're about to be seeing as when you get close to the border?
So honestly, when the first interaction that we had with refugees from Ukraine was when we went to basically what they were calling hangars. It was like a convention center. Think of the Covelli Center, but Covelli Center was much nicer. And so we drove out about 20 minutes outside of Warsaw, and there in what they call hangars were now makeshift refugee centers. So think of the Covelli Center, but with no actual electric lights at all. The only lights were sunlights there,
Light from the sun.
Thank you. Yeah, like what was it? Like sunlights, like you have at home.
Okay.
So when the daylight went away, it was pitch black in there, but full of makeshift cots and temporary beds, a shower outside kind of in a porta potty type of space, and then where a concession stand would normally be, flags of different countries and just lines of people, because it would be, okay, I can't go back home, where do I want to go? And you would see the flags of different countries that might be able to help you, and you would stand in that line and wait to see if you were eligible to get a visa to go there. So very eerie, a lot quieter than I thought it was going to be, especially when we made it to the border. So we took about a 6-hour drive to the border from Warsaw, so that can kind of give you a perspective of how far away we were from